17.50onwards.ie.
It's 9 o'clock. A very good night from the newsroom. Donald Trump says he thinks the leaders of both Russia and Ukraine want to make a deal to end their war. He's talking to Vladimir Zelensky right now about a 20-point peace plan with territory and security guarantees key sticking points. Sky's Mark Stone, who's in Florida where they're meeting, thinks the American president is being non-committal.
You could be forgiven for thinking he's not really engaged in all of this. He was sort of saying, look, it could end very quickly or it could go on forever. The leaders appear to be for peace, but maybe they're not. All of this back and forth, essentially giving himself every option for everything that might happen.
2 men in their 80s have died following a house fire in County Sligo. Gardaí and emergency services were alerted to the fire at about 11 o'clock this morning at a house near Easky. The 2 men were pronounced dead at the scene. No other injuries were reported. Post-mortem examinations are due to take place and the outcome will determine the course of the Garda investigation. Gardaí are continuing to appeal for witnesses after a 16-year-old boy died in a crash involving a tractor in County Clare yesterday. He's been named locally as TJ Chambers, the sole occupant of the tractor. The incident happened on the Crusheen to Girth Road at Bunnahow shortly before 2 p.m. He was pronounced dead at the scene. Gardaí are asking for anyone who may have camera footage of the road around the time of the crash to contact them. Commuters won't be happy next week as toll prices are set to increase at the start of 2026. Vehicles on the M50 will see a 10-cent increase to their tolls from January 1st, except unregistered cars without a tag or video account. The Dublin Port Tunnel is going to see a toll increase as well, with southbound traffic at peak morning times now having to pay €14 instead of 13. Cars travelling on the M4 Kilcock to Kinnegad and M3 Clonee to Kells motorways will also be affected by a 10-cent increase. According to Transport Infrastructure Ireland, the tolling income collected will be put toward the protection and renewal of national roads. Tributes are being paid to the French cinema legend Brigitte Bardot, who's died at the age of 91. She was a screen icon of the 50s and 60s, but stepped away from the limelight in 1973 to focus on her work as an animal rights activist. Author and historian Catherine Pangonis says Bardot was forthright in her views.
She's unapologetically individual. She doesn't care about offending people. She never did, whether it was through presenting her sexuality as a young woman or speaking out very controversially in later life. Whether or not you agreed with her opinions, she was never one to pull punches.
Gardaí are looking for help in tracing a 42-year-old woman from County Wicklow. Gana Vornenko was reported missing from Newtown Mount Kennedy on Saturday. She's described at being approximately 5'3" in height, of slight build with long brown hair. She may have travelled to Dublin city centre. Anyone with information on Gana, her whereabouts, has been asked to contact any Garda station. That's your news at 9:03.
Time for the weather, brought to you by Rouse's Jewellers Ballina. Put a luxurious glow back into your day with our fabulous range of gold and diamond jewellery. rousesjewellers.com. Have it all.
Staying dry and cloudy tonight with lowest temperatures 1 to 4 degrees with a touch of frost possible in a light northeast or variable breeze. Remaining dry tomorrow. After a cloudy start, sunny spells will develop through the morning and afternoon, and highest temperatures tomorrow 4 to 6 degrees in a light to moderate northeast breeze. For more details on local and national forecasts with all the latest updates, visit met.ie.
Rouse's Jewellers Ballina are proud to sponsor the weather forecast. We can't promise sunshine, but we can guarantee sparkle with our diamond engagement ring selection. rousesjewellers.com. Have it all.
An stáisiún is fearr sa bhean Midwest Radio.
Now then, welcome back to us after the news and weather. And we played a couple of hornpipes the last hour of the programme from the late, great Joe Burke. And I did say we might try and get a few tunes from his dear wife, Anne Conroy Burke. Here's Anne, equally as good on the accordion as Joe. Well, here she is with a couple of reels. The Tailor's Thimble and the Red-Haired Lass. should absolutely know they were related. Anne Conroy worked there, wife of Joe, with the Taylor's Temple and the red-haired lass. High point of the programme. The lovely Mildred Burden joins us for her party piece as usual on the programme, and by golly, is Mildred looking well. Whatever you're having, Mildred, give me the recipe.
Oh, good night, Noel. How are you?
Great to see you, Mildred.
And all the excitement over. Dear God, all the excitement.
Far away as ever.
We're still alive to tell the tale.
Yeah.
Mind you, the purse mightn't be that heavy, but never mind. Don't worry about that.
I say funds are pretty low in lots of places.
Yeah.
Yeah, we might have to go busking.
Ranboy, no Ranboys this year.
Oh, not as
all.
Sure, look at that's a tradition that has died out.
Isn't that a shame?
That's a shame.
Not a one came to my house.
Sure, kids nowadays.
That was a shame yesterday. Absolutely shame.
Yeah.
Well, you see, but we loved it. I know we wanted the money for the dance that night or the week, as the case may be. But by that, we loved going to the houses.
Sure.
And we got fed and you'd leave the good houses to the last.
The very last. You were just as bad, so you were as we were.
We'd always go to Coleman's in Pamfield because all the lads would be home from England. And we knew we'd be fed and watered and loads of money.
It was a bit like Santa's list, the naughty list and the nice list. You'd leave the nice list for last.
It was lovely times, but you know the young ones don't want to do anything now at all.
You'd be all day collecting, and if you had more than £1, you were in
heaven.
Oh, you were
cross ditches and hedges and fields, and you'd lose the false face, and you'd lose all sorts of things, and
barking dogs and everything.
But it was great. Well, now there you have it. Anyway, it's great to be here again, Nolly, and you across from me. And I just want to wish a very, very happy new year to all our listeners all over the world, and to all my set dancing friends and my line dancing friends and my real good neighbours, Roger and Helen Morgan. And they're right across the road from me, great neighbours. And Helen's sister, Mary's home from England at the minute. So hello, Mary. I don't think you're too used to this cold weather, but never mind. It's not too bad. The last couple of days were dry and it was nice. To our dear neighbour, Tommy Handley, and his wife, Rosanna, and their daughter, Michelle, and my good friend, Maureen Brosnan. God bless you and keep you all, and keep being my good neighbours. I hope I'm as good to you as you are to me.
Well, family is one thing, but neighbours...
Neighbour, you can't do without them.
No, you couldn't do without the neighbours.
Not
Absolutely.
At all. They're there. You can go across the road, down the road, wherever, left, right, up or down, call on them, and they're always there. Now, Patrick Fox, I met him the other day in Knock. Patrick, lovely to chat with you. And to Kathleen in Cardiff, who always listens to this programme, and Bree Jean in Balladreen. Just want to wish you all a very, very, very happy and a healthy new year. Now, Christmas Eve, we were out with the band, the Castlereagh Brass and Reed Band, and of course it's not midnight mass anymore. Our mass in Castlereagh was 8 o'clock, so we started playing around 7:15 for the people going in, and it was just lovely, even though it was so cold, to see the people stopping and listening to the Christmas carols. Well done, and it was lovely. And of course then the icing on the cake for us, our two trumpets and myself on the drums, to do the Eucharistic salute during the Mass for the consecration. And that is certainly the most beautiful thing you could do, and a privilege for us to do it. So thank you, Father John McManus, for allowing us that privilege. Then on St. Stephen's Day, we were in Roscommon. They were doing a walk for the Western Alzheimer's walk. Thanks be to God. I would say there was about 2,000 people turned out for that walk, and it was great to see that. Perishing cold, absolutely perishing cold, but they all turned out, and we just led them off with the Castlereagh Brass and Reed Band, and it was just great to be able to do it. And to Sergeant Kevin Sexton and his committee, thank you so much, and thanks for treating us so well. For us, it was a pleasure to be there. After Roscommon then, we headed for the Sunnis Nursing Home that's in Clover Hill outside Roscommon, and we played for the patients there, and it was a pleasure to play for them. So to their special guests that was there that we know, there was a lot of patients, but I knew Beatty Cuddy. Beatty used to work in Knock with us as a volunteer, as a handmaid. And it was lovely to see her there. Sad, but then they're so well looked after and so lovely. And it was great to see you, Beatty. And a guy by the name of Frank Halligan, he was great. Absolutely. He's from Treen. And one of the ladies in the nursing home said, bring Frank out for a waltz. So we brought Frank out for a waltz, and he was delighted. And then Sonny Ward. You know Sonny Ward that used to play with the Premier Aces and them?
God, Mildred, you're going... I was going to say you're going too far back, but you're not, but you're going back a long way.
Yeah.
The Premier Aces.
Yeah.
Bless us.
Sonny played with them, and he's a patient there, and it was grand to see him. In one way, it was nice to see him, but it was sad in another way. Yeah. For us, it was sad. Sonny Ward played with all the show bands down through the years. I think he played with Brendan Shine as well, and all the big show bands. He was just a great lad.
Oh yeah, the like of them lads were in great demand.
Pardon?
They were in big demand.
Oh yeah, Sonny Ward was a great musician, absolutely great. So want to say hello to those people, and great to see you, but we can turn and walk away and go, but they're there.
Yeah, talking about the Sonny Ward and the Premier Aces and all them lads that play until 2 o'clock of a Sunday night, and they were at work the following morning.
Oh, I'm sure they were. I'm sure they were.
Full-time jobs as well.
Yeah, of course, and no questions asked.
Not at all.
And you'd be on at 9 o'clock, starting playing. Yeah. When we had the girls' band, we'd start playing at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
And we'd be still playing at 2 o'clock in the morning, no break. And how come we never ran out of tunes, or did we? I can't remember.
Not at all. Well, sure, look at there'd be that many people. They wouldn't even notice if you played the same song.
They were enjoying down the floor.
Of course they were, yeah.
But we never seemed to run out of tunes, and then the odd one would do a solo, and Leo would shout over, and he'd say, will you do something on such a thing? And let me tell you, you had to do it, and that was that. There was no more about it. But it was great times, and it was great that we were able to do them. Now, I want to say a special hello and a special New Year and thanks for everything to my dear friend Danny Burke in Castlereagh, to Pat and Betty Garvey in Ballintubber, and Martin Casey in Castlereagh, and a special hello to Angela, my niece, who is married to David Bell, and Angela's daughter Dara was home from Dublin to visit with her new boyfriend, came to visit us, and Josh. It was lovely to meet you, Josh. Grand lad. And as I said, it was such a nice evening and to meet you. And I think I passed you, Josh. And no bad remarks about you, Josh. Mind you, if there was, you'd have got it. I wouldn't hide it at all. Just a lovely young lad. And today, I watched Mass today from Knock. Did you see it, Nolene?
No, I was at Mass myself at that time.
Nolene, wasn't it just beautiful? Absolutely. RTE done the Mass from Knock, from the Basilica in Knock today. The Basilica looks so beautiful, absolutely.
50 years built.
Yeah, but it was the Day of the Family, and it was a lovely thing for RTE to come down and do the Mass from the Basilica in Knock, and it was looking absolutely great. And the lovely choir with Una Nolan, God bless you, Una, and of course our dear friend Father Richard. And Richard gave the most beautiful homily ever, because he does a good homily most of the time, but today was special. And I think if you could listen to that homily, if families could listen to that homily once a week, I think we might have a different world. We certainly would have a different Ireland. So God bless you all. God bless you again. Now, just the last one. I'm hoping I'm not holding you up, Nolene.
Fire away,
But
Mildred.
tonight is a special night. To Paddy Joe Tighe and Connie Kiddleday and all the musicians who comes every night, we have an Irish night, and they play to their heart's content, never look for a penny, just simply enjoy the music. So we have our Irish night in the 3 counties, maybe 5-6 times a year, and it's just absolutely great. And to the 3 counties for giving us the venue, every single Dolores, God bless you for giving us your venue every single Tuesday night. And to Joe Byrne, who's gallivanting tonight, Joe, you're allowed.
Good man, Joe.
You're allowed. And to Nolene across from me. Nolene, it's lovely to be across from you again. So that's my hellos to this one, that one, and the other one. And tell you something, I'm blessed and beyond words to have such great friends. Now, Noel, I'm sure you've heard of Hawley Grady and the book.
I did indeed, yeah.
Absolutely brilliant book. And the name of the book is I Wonder If I Had Turned Right.
Great
That could
title.
we could all think about that. I wonder if we had turned right. But anyway, Hawley didn't turn right, and he has written this book, and it is. I started 2 weeks ago, and tonight I'm just going to do a little bit because I still have a set to do, so I'm not going to hold Noel any longer.
And that book is available in the shops.
Well,
all
he
around
has a
the
list
area.
here.
Yeah, he sent it
And
in
I'll
to me
call
a couple
out
of
the
weeks ago.
list when I finish. That's why I'm only doing a little piece from the book, and then I'll call the list because it is a long, long list. Anyway, self-sufficiency is the piece I'm reading from tonight. My parents were mostly self-sufficient, needing to buy only very little, such as flour, tea, and wait for it, tobacco.
The tobacco used to come in half quarters and ounces
yeah.
at that time. You'd have to chop it up with the knife.
This
and
you will not believe, Noel, and my listeners
don't
definitely
tell me
will.
you smoked a pipe.
No, I didn't. No. I often had to go. Years ago, when you went to funerals, they'd give, they'd give you the pipe.
Yeah.
But my neighbour, Alec Reid, always smoked a pipe. Now, this will tell you the strength of that tobacco in the, what did you call them, the quarter?
The half quarters and ounces. And
This will tell you. Alec Reid lived about a good half a mile from me down the avenue. And I knew when Alec Reid would come out of his house, newly lit pipe. You could smell it. Can you imagine the strength of that on your, on your lungs?
Yeah.
And then he decided to give up the smoke under the pipe. But what did he do?
Cigarettes.
No, what?
Chewed it.
Yes.
Well,
He chewed the tobacco.
I remember my grandfather, Lord rest him, if they were busy with haymaking or harvesting or that, and they wouldn't have time to cut the tobacco.
No, and
tease
do
it
this,
in the
tease it with the hands.
hands. They'd cut a corner off
Yeah.
the tobacco and they'd chew it.
Oh, my divine Jesus.
God bless it.
Well, the smell and sweet divine. But anyway, that was Alec. Once again, a great neighbour who is not with us. Anyway, we'll start again. My parents were mostly self-sufficient, needing to buy only a little, such as flour, tea, and tobacco. Everything else came from the farm. My dad, John, kept 2 cows that provided the milk. They had to make milk twice daily, in the morning and the evening. Apart from 1 jug of milk used for tea, the rest was stored in enamel basins. And each evening the cream that had formed on the top, about of a 1/4 inch thick, was carefully skimmed off and transferred into another enamel bucket. The remaining milk, known as skim milk, was used to feed the calves. When the cream in the bucket reached full capacity, which took about 4 or 5 days, it was put into a churn. The churn was designed with a handle that was turned clockwise until the cream was turned into butter. This could take anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes, sometimes longer. Well, it sure did take longer sometimes. It was a very time-consuming job, which got most difficult as the bush started forming. My sister Lily and I would start while it was relatively soft, with either mum or dad taking over when it got too heavy for us to turn. This is interesting. If a visitor were to call when the churning was taking place, he or she would usually give it a turn. Otherwise, the butter wouldn't form properly. Now, I heard a different story. I heard that if they didn't turn the churn when they were going, they could bring the butter with them.
Or the fairies would come and take it.
Yes, the butter. Well done, Hawley. The visitor would have to remain in the house until the job was completed. Otherwise, the butter would not form at all. Visitors or no, there was a job to be done. All this effort sounded crazy with the convenience of stores now, but it was different back then. I had the different take on the people. If they didn't take the churn, that they could bring the butter with them. I heard that.
Oh, yeah.
The fairies.
All traditions.
All traditions. So we'll get more from the book next week, because I want to read a list of the places that this book can be bought. Ballahadreen, it can be bought in the Mildred Towies or the post office and Super Value. Ballyhonus, the shop above Ford's, the gym, Crosscutters, aka photographers. Castlerea can be bought in Caha's Super Value or Benny's Deli. Ballinlough, Campbell's Bar. Castle Bar, Castle Bookshop. Galway, Kenny's Bookshop. Lisburn Business Park. Tuam, Daybreak Book and the Moor. Claremorris, Daly's, Main Street. Roscommon, this is a great name for a shop. Rummage Antique, Castle Street. Another great name. Carrick-on-Shannon, Mulvey's House, the gift shop. Public houses can be bought in Creighton's in Lissacull or Loughlin Public House. Ballahadreen, the Village Inn in Loughlin, Lissacull Community Centre. Also available online on Amazon or paperback and Kindle. Newsround in Roscommon, and Seamus Duffy's Bookshop in Westport. Now, anyone that's short of a book after that, forget about it. If anybody cannot get a book after that, contact me or Hawley, and I'll be only too delighted to help you with the book or where it can be got. Enjoy it. It's a great gift. It's a great read, and God bless you, Hawley. Now, what we're going to do, because we're neither at the beginning of the year or the end of the year, and I'm doing this because it's great music and it's great reels, and Noreen, I love these reels. I'm doing the first part of the Clare Lancers, and it's part on the CD where Matt plays the fiddle, and it's absolutely beautiful. So we'll do the first part of the Clare Lancers. Oh! And we all lead around. All the way around. Turn the lady over and we'll swing her. Now the man of first tops, the lady of second. In left shoulder, turn and swing. We'll walk the square tops. All the way over, swing in the corner. Back home to your partner and swing. Now the man of second tops, in left shoulder, the opposite lady, swing. And we'll walk the square again. And we'll swing in the corner. Home and swing. Now the man of first sides. In left shoulder. Turn and swing her. Sides will walk the square. And we'll swing in the corner. Woo. Back home and swing your own partner. Now, man of second sides. Left shoulder, swinger, and we walk the square. Woo. Swinger in the corner. Home and swing. And we do full house. Everybody, full house. Brilliant. I love it. And I love Matt playing the fiddle on that one. That's great. Now, I'm sure you knew the tunes, Nolly, and I wouldn't know the name of the tunes, but they were lovely. So I think for this year, this will be our last Sunday night, won't it? Yes. This will be our last Sunday night before the new year, isn't it? Yes. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Yes, this is our last. Yeah. So all you people out there, certainly I'd tell you all to go set dancing, and I'd tell you all to go line dancing, because you could not get anything better. Nothing. If you tried, you couldn't get anything better. For your health, nothing better. So Happy New Year to everybody, and God bless you. And Nolene, thanks again for the night.
You're the living proof of that, about line dancing and set dancing, Mildred. God bless you.
Thanks, Nolene. Thank you.
As I say, ask I'll get sail, Father Huggett. Long life to you. Long life to you.
God bless you.
Good on you, Mildred. Gumalesh Gale. Many years ago, walking through the shopping centre in Galway, I heard this music, and it got into my head, and I kept walking until as it was getting louder and louder, and I found the shop that was playing it, and it was one of the first CDs that the Shaskin with P.J. Herndon and his friends made, with the Shaskin, Real Lady Anne Montgomery and Maud Miller. absolutely the finest music from an LP, as I said, that was brought out back in the 70s, I would imagine, from Deshasky and PJ Hernan, Tom Cusson, and all the lads that played with the Shaskeen at the time. They're still going, the new Shaskeen, so they are. But that music really captivated me the day I heard it first. The Swinford Coltis, they say we have a session in Oak in Campbell's White House tomorrow evening from 6 p.m. Followed by a senior session from about 8 p.m. and everyone is welcome. Good on you. Keep the sessions going for sure. That's the Swinford Coltis session in Oak tomorrow evening at 6, and followed by a senior session from about 8. And another listener said we had 2 sets of Rin boys in Lough Kieran, Ballyvary, and they did themselves proud. Well, good on them as well. And lovely to see the old traditions being kept up, like Mildred was talking about in Holly Grady's book, the old traditions. It's a shame so many of them are faded out. And but in Ballyvary, I would our old friend Mick Mulhern had been one of the Rin boys. He'd be able for it. Right, a couple of jigs this time from Seamus Bugler, County Clare, fine accordion player. And of course Seamus's son played hurling for County Clare for the Banner. Knocknagow and the Luckpenny. Seamus Bugler with the Knocknagow jig and the Look Penny, and Lord, there's some great accordion players around, and I'm sure there's some in the Swinford Coltis group as well. They're having their session in Og tomorrow evening at 6, and a senior session then from 8 o'clock until, well, as usual, they go on and on. Say Happy New Year to Michael, Patsy, Kathleen, Kat and Francis, and give a shout out for a Happy New Year to Margaret Howley, JP Ruddy, Delia and Marion Groke, Loretta Ginley, Michael Melody and my friends in Bunny Conlon. And if you could play an Tamian song if possible, thank you, from Liam Goodwin in Manchester. Well, Liam, delighted to do that, and great to have you listening to us over there in Manchester. So Happy New Year to all your friends down in Bunny Conlon as well. We'll get an Tom song before the end of the programme, but right now we have a song from Evelyn Maloney, The Road to Bala.
I have travelled this broad land for many 1,000 miles, from the southern slopes of New Orleans to Canada's several isles, from the Rocky Mountains' snow-clad peaks to Atlantic's surging tide. There's but one trip I want to make before I'm satisfied. This trip I want to make again, sure I've made it once before. I was but a boy, had youth and joy in the happy days of yore. Well, it's not in New York Central, nor in her B&O, but the road that leads for Ballatown, that's where I long to go. Oh, I'll get off at Queenstown and I'll make straight away for Athlone. But I'll stop off at Limerick and I'll see the Treaty Stone. Sail up the River Shannon, see her water lilies grow. Then take the road for Bala, it's the road I long to go. I long to see the lads and lasses making new mown hay, as I wind my way from Strokestown and on to Castlereagh. I'll just drop in at Old Elphin, then on to Ballymo, but take the road for Bala, that's the way I long to go. Next day I'll go to Old Loughlin and I'll tarry there a while, go to French Park and to Ferrymount, and I won't forget Old Boyle. Oh, I want to see La Guerra and then see Mullaghrow, on the road that leads for Bala, it's the road I long to go. I want to visit Kilmovie as I used to when a boy, go to Swinford and to Ballina and see the River Moy. But I'll stop an hour in Charlestown with the friends I used to know, on the road that leads for Ballatown, that's where I long to go. I want to go to Castlebar, Croagh-Patrick and to Strayed, that saintly spot in Old Mayo where David's bones are laid, and visit other heroes' graves who never feared the foe. Then take the road for Bala, it's the road I long to go. I long to see the hawthorn bloom and the plover on the wing, the wild ducks in the marshy ponds in the glorious days of spring. Oh, I long to see the old fireside with the turf fire all aglow, on the road that leads for Ballatown, that's where I long to go. I feel I would be young again and free from every care, could I ramble down the old Glash Road and meet the people there, and meet again the friends I knew around Clune Iron School, on the road that leads for Bala, it's the road I long to go. I want to visit childhood scenes and to fish in Old Fig Lake. I want to hear the cuckoo sing and hear the corncrake, and hear again the voices of the lads I used to know. What few there's left round Ballatown, that's where I long to go. Some people long for wealth and fame, for riches is their goal. But oh God, grant me old Ireland free, and heaven for my soul. And when you call me to yourself, and it won't be long, I know, won't you take me back to Ballatown? That's where I long to go.
Evelyn Maloney and the road to Bala. Now, a couple of minutes ago, we played the older Sheskeen, the original Sheskeen that was formed years and years ago with PJ Hearn and Tom Cusson and Benny O'Connor. And we'll take a selection of reels again this time from the modern Sheskeen, the present day Sheskeen. Anderson's, Tom Moore's Downfall and the Mountain Road. Music, Anderson's, Tom Moore's Downfall and the Mountain Road there from the modern day Sheskin, as I said. Now then, for all Liam Goodwin asks us to say hello to and Happy New Year to Margaret Howley, JP Ruddy, Delian, Marian, Groark, Loretta, Ginley, Michael Melody and my friends and all his friends in Bunnyconlon. And he asked us to play an Tom, Tammy and song and what else could you play? only the hills of Sweet Mayo.
On a sunny summer's evening, alone I chanced to stray down by the banks of a silver stream. I wandered on my way. I overheard a fair maid crying, all the tears from her eyes did flow, for the loss of her own true Irish love on the hills of Sweet Mayo. My true love was a rebel boy who fought sweet liberty. In bloody 1916 he fought for Ireland free. Then during the Black and Tan War he never feared the foe. 'Twas a British gun that shot my love on the hills of Sweet Mayo. There's one request I ask of you, and grant it to me, please. It is not much to ask of, would set my mind at ease. Have pity on a fair young maid who knows not where to go, but to come with her to find her love in the hills of Sweet Mayo. We both set up together our true love for her to find. For 3 long days and nights we searched in the rain and wind, till at last we came to a silent spot where all true lovers know. Oh, we found him lying upon the ground in the hills of Sweet Mayo. It was one sore sight to see that truly pierced my heart, as over him she stood pale, she gazed upon his face. All stained around was his heart's blood, from freely which did flow, and it made the heather around all red on the hills of Sweet Mayo. She then commanded to take his brain and lay him down to rest, whilst on it she planted an evergreen to bloom upon his breast. She then knelt down to kiss his lips that were as cold as snow, saying goodbye, God bless my own true love on the hills of Sweet Mayo. Saying goodbye, God bless my own true love on the hills of Sweet Mayo.
Nan Tom Tamian and the hills of Sweet Mayo. A fine singer, Nan Tom, in singing songs like that, and she sings country and western and songs in the Shannon style as well. A couple of hornpipes this time coming toward the end of the programme from Dara Mulhern. The Golden Eagle and The Mathematician. And you'd want to be a mathematician to add up all those notes and cuts and runs from Darren Mulhern there. Shin, that's it on the programme tonight. Hope you enjoyed some of the music we played and the songs along the way. My thanks to Mildred for her part in it, a lovely section from Holly Grady's book, and to Patsy for working on the programme for us as well. I'll be back with you on Tuesday night, Lacona J, between 10 and 1 for more music, more traditional Irish music. Until then, from me, Noel Grogan, Tor Aradich, Gustavo Kela, is Gojeshev's Law. The Stockton's Wing plays us out with the Boys of the Law and the Star of Munster.
The time is 10 o'clock.
Midwest Radio's top of the hour with AirGrid, forecasting a sustainable energy future, upgrading the electricity grid so every home, business and community can benefit. AirGrid.